Popo culture, of course the Mali culture. And ever since the 1920, with the endorsement of the then Honorable Ato Jacob taught, it has been a big attraction and a refined factor for the Popo people. We equally have inherited part of the significance, spiritual, traditional, and cultural, in the sense that his dance, from the 31st of December, the end of the year, the preparation starts on that day. But the real dance manifests on the 1st of January to celebrate the new year. As it were, thanking God for seeing us into the new year, asking God to equally take every bad thing that has been associated with the previous year out of our way. And of course the prayer, may this present year be better than the last year.
The first place that the NWAOTAM was played in Opobo Kingdom was in Queenstown. In fact, proverbially it is said that there were two masquerade heads, the male and the female. One masquerade head stayed in Upajekere, the other masquerade was stolen or kidnapped or hijacked up the stream up to Queenstown. So in Queenstown, till today, they dance NWAOTAM the way the Ndoki clans dance it. The NWAOTAM dances on the ground. But there are people who were also trading in places like Azumene and Ibenga started to dance their own, and they decided to display on the rooftop. So when they got themselves organized in Opobo, the first group that was formed, an affiliate group of the NWAOTAM society, was the Jerusalem movement. And that's why today you see the Jerusalem movement uniform is black and white.
What is the black and white?
Just like the NWAOTAM. But the difference now is that the NWAOTAM black and white is border black, thin white, border black, thin white. But other groups were formed between 1929 and 1935. Mafonobu, Iyeke. But Jerusalem was getting too powerful and too arrogant for themselves. And at every point in time, they would challenge the custodians of NWAOTAM, which is the Dempa group, Dempa society, which initially used to be called Ukemba. And they would change it to NWAOTAM society. So they decided to form their own youth wing, their own bodyguards, which was the Ugelemba. That was how Ugelemba was formed. Ugelemba was formed as foot soldiers for Ukemba group. That is the NWAOTAM society. And then we continue like that. They were getting better organized. Then way back around 1942, we had a teacher from Benin, late Johnson Benjamin Stowe. He was the headmaster in Uganda, and he had friends because Uganda was the hub of commerce in southeastern Nigeria in those days. And there were a lot of people, the stalwarts who were there, who were the all members of
My father has a brother
of the NWAOTAM group. So he pleaded with them that this play, I mean, he got enchanted, carried away, and he married an Opobo woman, Maazi Warisa. So he got so enchanted with the play that he pleaded with our grandfathers to please come and play this thing in his town, which is Benin. Well, one thing leading to the other, they got themselves together, got everybody on. They got one young man, he's late now, Branson, Ada Branson, Patesi. Yes, Okojaja, who was the dance masquerade. These things are long past, so we can talk about them in the open, but you don't go disclosing who is putting on the masquerade, but this was way back in 1942.
the Ndokiro started dancing it, and because the deities, the original Otam people were no longer there, so they were always going to their grave, to stay, and then invoke the spirit of those deities, and then come out after some days now to do the dancing, and it was quite fierce and fearful. It's not something anybody can come and watch then. It was a cult. It's either we dance at night and people don't come because it could be very fatal if you are not a member of that cult to come to watch. Now it's all been watered down. So our people who traded and lived amongst them found it very interesting. And then decided to copy it. And of course, by 1920, the Queenstown people took permission from the king, then King Atamako, to introduce it in Queenstown. Like I told you, it was a fearful